Good morning, everyone. It is September 18th, the day after St. Patrick's Day, the day after we had our first appointment for baby Bean. And I'm not going to show you like up close because my name and date of birth and everything's on here and where we go. But as you can see, like here's little baby Bean. And we know how far along I am. Well, I'm not too convinced. Okay, I'm not. I'm not too convinced. Um, they were I'm not being mean, but it felt really rushed. Like we had a 30-minute ultrasound appointment before we did our actual appointment, and we were back there for like 2 minutes tops. Okay, and I was told, and this is baby number 4. And given the fact that like my last period and everything, like they were gonna do a vaginal ultrasound to further look at everything, she did not do that. And I told her what my actual last period was because there was a mess up on that, and that was even after she did like the top, right? So I don't know. She said that we're 7 weeks 5 days, which okay. Um, but like the way she said it, she said like I don't know. You couldn't really get a good little. You couldn't get a really good view of baby and everything. And for 7 weeks 5 days, you didn't really see the things that you would have if you would have done the vaginal ultrasound. So I don't know. And she was like, no, there's only one, but my HCG levels are really high, so even if there is only one, I am just so confused because things make sense. Like I'm in normal range, but I'm like high on the normal range, and I'm like head congested, and I'm all over the place, guys. So I'm gonna give you a fill in. I am 7 weeks 5 days. That means I literally found out I was pregnant when I was about 2-3 weeks pregnant, like right on. Okay, like right on. Um, I missed my first period, which was expected. It, to calculations of January, but anyways. So what the woman did was, the ultrasound woman, she put in my record that like basically, because my last official period was in December, and then I didn't spot what I was supposed to spot. I spotted on the 13th of January for like a day, and then like that was it, and it was like spotting. So I thought maybe I was longer than that, or farther along than that. And she was just like curt and rude, and I'm not ever saying everybody has to be bubbly and joyful and things, but I don't know. You could tell she was just one of those ones where like she didn't really like her job or something was going on. But like, I don't know, her attitude, her demeanor, I don't know. I can't pinpoint it, and I'm trying not to sound mean, but because I'm not trying to make her sound like this really horrible person, but like her just tone and demeanor just didn't match with her job profession, is what I'm saying. Anyways, it's like she didn't want to be there. Anyways, okay, so she put on my, because like as this goes on, I can look on my chart and see what her notes said, and basically it said like this really long thing, but it says that gestation of baby does not match up with um, uh, menstrual cycle that was provided, and it kind of had like this like little snarky comment remark, basically saying that like indirectly saying that I was lying about my last period when I wasn't. Like I was on the depot shot, I had hip surgery. As of right now, it was a year and 2 months ago. So like my periods were going to be out of whack anyways. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, Daniel got me this cup from Cracker Barrel when we went out Monday. It's super cute. It's Winnie the Pooh. If you don't know, my nickname growing up was Pooh, and I had like all Winnie the Pooh stuff. And no, my socks, I have a set of Winnie the Pooh socks. Anyways, like the whole Friends. I know that was a sidetrack, but yeah, it just like it blew my mind. And then the other thing was prior to this appointment, so like so my oldest, I didn't have bad morning sickness, nausea, vomiting. I did a little bit, but not much. But I was on diclesius just to help me because I was going to school and I needed to function. So that could have been why I didn't have it really bad. And then my daughter, I had it so bad I was throwing up blood on the side of the highway and I had to get admitted to the emergency room. And I'm talking about like we were there for over 12 hours, double admitted, multiple saline drops, multiple medications, all of it. And then I was put on meds with her. My youngest, they did not see me until I was 11 weeks. Which, okay, whatever. But like I was sick, but it wasn't as bad as my daughter's, and it was not as bad as this one. And then I stayed sick throughout my pregnancy with him, like car sickness and things like that, but it wasn't bad. And this one, I will say, this is the utmost worst pregnancy I've ever had, and it's psychologically messing with me. It's emotionally, physically, and mentally messing with me. And then like my doctor's appointments, like the place that I'm going is the same people that I saw with my other 3 pregnancies, but it's in a new location. And my appointment, I didn't get to see my midwives I usually get to see. I got to see like this new woman, and she was nice and sweet and great. But what they put in medical records, it just makes you feel some type of way because I'm a bigger girl. Genetically, I'm a bigger girl. I don't have a high metabolism family like the rest of my family, or like my kids' sides of their family. I just don't. I cannot be physically active like other people because of my muscular dystrophy. And I could eat fruits and vegetables and eat like 1,000 calories every single day. And I'm just saying this to say it because like so you guys can understand. I could be watching what I'm eating, not eating any junk food, going to the gym as much as I can. I could be like doing all these things that I can do to control what I can control with the limited abilities that I can and cannot do. Like I cannot go run a mile. I can't run. I physically cannot run because of my muscular dystrophy. I cannot ride a bike because of my muscular dystrophy. I cannot walk long distances because of my muscular dystrophy. Like I have to hop on a treadmill and like an infant can walk faster than I can most days. Okay? Like it is what it is. So when they put on your record and you meet new people and they're like, they're giving you paperwork for being obese, pregnant and obese, and like there's notes in there that says doesn't try to lose weight, or obesity was a reason why they couldn't get an accurate measurement on the baby, when in reality they did not do a vaginal ultrasound, they did an up top ultrasound. And they didn't even try to switch to a vaginal ultrasound because the baby's not big enough for up top. And it's just like it just makes you feel some type of way. And it just like I don't know, hormones or not, like pregnancy hormones or not, it makes you feel some type of way because these people don't know you, and then they put these notes in there, and it's kind of mean. It's kind of like, I know they're like, well, they're doctors, they have to go based upon BMI and everything. No, listen. All my life, like, okay, I love junk food. There's not a person out there that doesn't love junk food somehow, some way. But I try my best, okay? My stomach, I have, come to find out, it's in my records, I have GERDs and I have IBS, and I don't have a gallbladder and things like that. And I'm also lactose intolerant. I've been lactose intolerant my whole entire life. And I cannot I cannot eat certain foods. Like I can eat them, but it's not going to do me good on my stomach. Like certain types of vegetables, certain types of fruit, certain types of meat, like these things that are supposed to be good for you, I cannot physically eat them without having issues that cause my day-to-day life when I have kids and I'm a person and I have to do these things to survive. And it's just like, for them to say that I'm not trying when literally I'm in the house and I'm the one that mostly tries to eat healthy and like be active and do things, which is double whammy because like, anyways, I'm repeating. It makes you feel some type of way. So now like I'm in this thing where I don't know how to feel. And I do know I need to lose weight, but I'm struggling to lose weight. Point blank, like that's just my life. Um Hold on. I was trying not to cry on camera. I just wasn't trying to do that. Uh but anyways, what happened is I went to this appointment and I told them about the emergency room visit because I got so dehydrated and I was just vomiting so much. I was lightheaded. I was dizzy. I was headache. They're like, well, you need to drink more water. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You don't understand. I cannot physically drink water. I'm so sick. I could not eat crackers. I could not eat any protein. I could not hold down a boost, like even like just like this much. Could not hold it down. Could not hold down any type of electrolytes, body armors, Gatorades, Pedialytes, popsicles. And I know like you got to eat something light and then eat a meal. I get that. I couldn't do anything. And if you know anybody with like hyperemesis gravidarum, I think it's what it's called. They call it HG. I am pretty sure I have it. And I'm about to say what I'm about to say because you guys will be like, well, didn't they diagnose you with that? No, hold on, listen. So I have all the signs and symptoms for it. It was like when I had it with my daughter, but there wasn't an actual term for it yet. Like it wasn't well known. And then with this one, like my daughter, I gained no weight when I was pregnant with her. Only weight I gained was her. I kept losing weight. And I had only baby weight. It was so bad. But it wasn't as bad as this one. Anyways, with this one, like I cannot physically eat anything. So when I was at the emergency room, they gave me a cocktail of Reglan, a baby dosage of Benadryl, and the knockoff brand of Zofran. No, they gave me Zofran, and then I went home with the knockoff brand, the generic brand. So the Zofran was helping. I still threw up, but not nearly as much. Like I was finally starting able to eat. Fast forward to my appointment, I'm telling them this, and then they're like, well, you don't meet the requirements for HG because you're not, like, if I was to lose 20 pounds because of my obesity, I wouldn't really qualify because I need to lose more than that to qualify. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. 20 pounds. And I didn't know my starting weight. I did not know my starting weight. So, like, can't judge that. But, they were, so, like, I would have to lose more weight than the given person to qualify. And what's crazy is I told him I was like, I was getting, I was losing sight in my right eye or my left eye. And it came back when I was in the emergency room and they were giving me like all these fluids and everything. And I was borderline unconscious. Like even now, my kids are like, "You look like death." They're like, "You okay?" And anybody I, like see at the store or like When I went to kids' appointments yesterday, they're like, are you okay? Do you need to be seen? How are you feeling? And like, they didn't know I was pregnant, but I'm like, not great, like pale and everything, and I just look like death. Well, and it sucks because like I have all the signs and symptoms for HG, and I just I don't want to be diagnosed with HG because nobody wants to be diagnosed with HG. But if I was diagnosed with it now, I should like I was feeling this away when I was 3 weeks pregnant when I found out I was pregnant. So like for a month, it's been like this, and I know for a fact I've lost weight because I haven't been able to eat anything. Very few. Suddenly, can I hold down something, and it's just not great. But if I could properly get diagnosed, I could properly get the help, and I don't see my actual midwife until April 22nd, which is a month out. So, that's fun, and I've seen her before, but it's not the midwife I wanted, but it was the midwife that was available. Totally fine. I don't have nothing against the midwife I'm seeing. Um, but yeah, so I know this is like kind of a all over video, but I'm trying to get y'all caught up, trying to get you to be up in the air of what's going on. They did send me a refill of the same meds. I am on this every 6 hours as needed. Right now, it's needed around the clock. And hopefully I won't need these in the here's what I'm gonna say. Hopefully I won't need these in the second and third trimester, but I'm gonna ask them to refill it and just have them on standby because I think with like everything, I think it's better to have these on standby so I can have them and be okay. Baby due date October 29th as of right now. I think it's going to change when I'm allowed to get another ultrasound done just because this one just as a mom, as a person, like the good Lord gives you this conscience and like this gut feeling and he's like telling you I genuinely I don't think I'm 7 weeks and 5 days. Well, 7 weeks and 6 days at this point. I just don't think so. I don't think baby bean. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see. I got a call today to set up genetics counseling. So I've done it with. Did I do it with my daughter? I don't remember if I did it with my oldest. I might have done it with him. But I don't remember. I know I did it with my youngest because I found out. They asked if I want to know the gender, and I was like, yeah, because I, thought it was kind of cool. No, I did not get genetics. Wait, hold on. So with my daughter, I think I got it after my 30-week scan. It was then available then. Not my 30, my 20-week scan when I found out she was a girl. And then my youngest, they seen me when I was 11 weeks. They did my scan a week or two later, my genetics testing, because, it was already so far along that they could do it. And then found out he was a boy then, and I'm like, are you sure? But yeah, Y chromosome popped up, and then he was a boy. Now, if you do genetics counseling, which tells you, like if your baby has Down syndrome or different things like that, I like to do it just to know, like, hey, I did it, and like I love the baby regardless. That's not what I'm saying, but it's better to know and prepare for like long term what's going to be needed instead of like the baby being born and you love that baby, but then you're like, like the adrenaline and everything's happening. You're like trying to process everything and then everything gets piled on. Like you kind of get an idea. You could start looking at things. You can start looking at like if your child's going to be born with Down syndrome, you can look at like other groups with Down people with, children with Down syndrome, and they can like, and you can start figuring out like ABA therapy or different things and different, you know what I'm saying, like recommendations to kind of help you get an idea on what you're going to need. Also, with genetics counseling, if here's the thing, if it only picks up two X's, like if it only picks up X's, it means you're having a girl. But the Y chromosome very well may not be strong enough to pick up. So genetics counseling could tell you you're having a girl, but then like you end up having a boy. So I want to know. I want I want to know what baby being's gonna be. And if it says it's a girl, I'm gonna be like super ecstatic and everything, and I'm gonna be ecstatic if it's a boy. But you know, with girls, you have that slight chance of the Y chromosome not being strong enough to pop up yet. So we'll see. What else is there? Pregnancy cravings. Funny enough. Gyros, Reubens, salads, chickens like not like rotisserie chicken salad, but like chicken salads, like salads with chicken. Steak carbonara from like O'Charlie's, and um I'll eat pizza, but pizza's just, it's not great right now. I've craved the cheese. I've craved Gouda Cheez-Its that I don't like anymore. I've craved Gouda with pepperoni. Can't eat it no more. Um, Strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream is one of my things now. Chicken nuggets are one of my things now. Burritos, like the El Monterey burritos, are my thing now. Um, Chicken, and like these are cravings, but these are like things that I crave that I know my stomach will hold down. Does that make sense? So like I am craving things that are just sound so amazingly good, but at the same time like I'm craving things that I know that I can eat and hold down. So like I'm drawing a blank and I get them all the time. McChickens from McDonald's. Like if I need something quick on my stomach to eat, where's my crackers? If I need something quick on my stomach to eat, like before we're going to Mason's appointment, and it's going to be like an hour before we can stop and get something to eat, I'm getting a McChicken. Sour cream and onion ruffle chips, chocolate peanut butter Easter eggs, Nutri-Grain bars. Nutri-Grain bars I haven't really craved, but like kind of have them as like a pick me up to help my when my blood sugar starts to drop. I can eat it. I'm thinking tea, sweet tea, and I get the zero sugar sweet tea, or I do the Skinny Girl syrup sweet tea, which is like zero everything, no added sugars, no nothing. And I pour like this much into like this much water. It's not much. Strawberry banana body armors. Those have been God sent. Now that I can hold them down. Strawberry milkshake, strawberry ice cream. I'm trying to think. I just had so many things that worked for like a moment, and then they didn't work. Then they worked, and then they worked. Cannot stand pepperoni. I mean, peppermints makes me sick to my stomach. Preggy Pops make me sick. Anything sour makes me sick. Lemon and ginger makes me sick. I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. The night that I left the emergency room, I felt so bad. But we didn't know if like I was sick and having HG issues or what. But I was so just like out of it, and I needed something to pick me up. That when we went to Arby's right after we left there, Daniel got a Coke. I didn't want anything, but then like that Coke was just calling my name, and I ended up drinking his Coke, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Looking back, I laugh on it now, but I felt so bad because I was like, no, I'm sorry. TMI, a couple weeks ago, I was having like diarrhea. And then now, like, I'm having constipation. And I think that's because of the Zofran, because Zofran causes constipation. And even like before I was put on Zofran, I was eating 3 to 5 prunes almost every day. Not one to crave prunes, but cool. So I've been eating those. Here's a fun fact. When my sister was pregnant with my nephew, I was craving chili like 24/7 for like 2 months, 2 or 3 months. It was so bad. And got to the point I was burned out. My daughter's wanting chili, and I mean like I was making chili all the time. So yesterday, so the other thing that happened yesterday was, okay, so I had my ultrasound appointment. This is going back to the chili thing. Had my ultrasound appointment, had my doctor's appointment like right back to back. And then by the way, my blood pressure was low at that appointment too. It was like borderline almost dangerously low. So they are keeping an eye on that. And then I have to do a couple urine samples, like a 24-hour urine sample. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I didn't do it with my youngest when they tried to get me to do it. I'm not doing it. Anyways, had those 2 appointments, and then we went to go find the WIC office because we were on WIC with the other 3 kids. And WIC is like a great support group income. Like it's a good program. So I signed up for WIC, and that building was like, I don't know. The building that I'm used to, okay, so we live down in Pendleton County, and Pendleton County was just like so much more welcoming, and it was like a small little group of people, and, well, I say small, but like everybody was just like down to earth, and you felt like you were in this community. It was like the WIC office here now, never been to the WIC office in this county until yesterday, and when we walked in, it's like when you walk into a like a CPS, DCBS building, and like you got when you walk in, like you got the waiting area right here, and then you got like this line of windows where it's like glass, and you talk to the people behind the glass, and it's like, it's an iffy, weird, just, it's more of like a government setting than it is anything else. And then when you get called back, like the women at the front desk, they were like, and no, this was not my hormones. Like Daniel picked up on it too. He was like, something's, like Daniel's not the one to talk about people and like call things out. That's just not him. But like the whole day yesterday was so weird. But the people at the front desk, they were just like kind of short, and I don't know. And they thought like things were funny, and when they weren't, and it was like kind of make you feel like you're incompetent, because when you go in the back, it's literally like you're going down a CPS building, and it was just so, I don't know. I don't know. But the woman back there was really nice, and I got an appointment follow-up in June, so we were able to get stuff for WIC, or off of WIC yesterday, because it hits like a couple hours afterwards. And I had some stuff for chili. I need to get some more stuff for chili. I need to get the hamburger. But my stomach. Crackers. Sorry, I almost threw up. But yeah, it was just like, it was weird. And then yesterday I went to the kids' appointment. The kids' meds have been changed and updated. And it's just, well, they got some of them, but it's like different, and you know, they're getting older now and all the things. So I was yesterday. So tomorrow I will be 8 weeks pregnant, and I have another 4 weeks to go during this pregnancy for like first trimester. And I'm so mad because if things go based on what they're saying, I'm just gonna be so mad. So mad. Like, I wanted to be further along to be out this first trimester nonsense. And what's scary is my HCG levels are already what they should be, between like 11 to 12 weeks. And I'm supposedly like 7 weeks, you know? And my HCG levels were done when I was like 7 weeks, 2 days pregnant. And they're still supposed to double. And if they double, that's scary. So I don't know what's going on with that. Here's my arms from the emergency room. Like, they're starting to heal somewhat. That's not great. You guys can't really see it. But where I said something, and I showed it to them, and I asked them, I was like, can I wait a couple of days to get blood work because my veins are popped and busted? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. So I gotta do lab works. I gotta go call genetics. I gotta do all these things. I think I'm gonna heat me up some hamburger mac and cheese. I'm gonna have Daniel bring home some chili. Not chili, I'm sorry. Bring home some ground beef because we like our chili pretty meaty and beefy. Like, we like it kind of thick. So I'm gonna do chili. I have this one loop of hair that just, like, I gotta brush my hair. I gotta find my brush. Gotta clean my house. Anyways, gotta have him bring that home. And I have the stuff to make roast. And I don't know if I'm gonna do that in the Instant Pot or slow cooker. I'm living life. And now that I'm feeling somewhat better, like, I'm not out of the loop. Not out of the loop. I had to drive the car. So, I'm the person that drives in the house. Daniel's not much of a driver. Unless he's going to work. And he was on vacation, and I had him driving everywhere because I could not drive. Could not do it. And then, like, driving the kids to school, it was total nightmare feeling in my stomach. But today, I got queasy a little bit. I felt like I was going to vomit a little bit. But I had my drink, had crackers, trying to survive. I'm at this point now where I'm just going to have to pack a lot of snacks in the car and have them with me at all times. And they're like, that's the thing. They want me to watch my weight, but I physically cannot be ill. Cannot be ill. Like, I'm going to have to snack. I'm going to have to, like, constantly keep something going in my mouth. Water is just, it's not enough. It's not enough. Like, I'm going to have to, like, last night, I found myself just constantly just eating something so I didn't throw up. It was small. It was, like, here and there, but I think this pregnancy for right now, I'm just going to be a grazer. And that's that. Like, it's either I'm constantly snacking. I'm not saying like drinking like 6 of these or eating a whole box of Fig Newton bars or getting a whole like family size bag of chips and eating it all day long. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about like fruits, vegetables, snacking, super small meals. I'm talking about like the little baby toddler bowls. That's what I can handle. Multiple bowls of that a day. I know it's gonna add up. I get it. Whatever. I'm thinking about making like some pasta salad with some fruits and stuff in it, or some vegetables in it, just so I can eat it. Like, even if it's cold, I can eat it. So there's like vegetables getting in that away. You know what I'm saying? Snacking, protein bars, granola bars. Right now, the Nutri-Grain bars. Water. I was told I could have caffeine, even though like caffeine is giving me a headache right now. Weird enough, but I do have like a Dr. Pepper Evergreen once in a while when my stomach allows me to have it, or a Coke. Been drinking Sprite and ginger ale, even though Sprite and ginger ale is now making me sick because like I've drank it so much. I'm trying to think what has been going on. just like, you know what I'm saying? I want to eat eggs, but like I have to be careful of my intake because I am lactose intolerant and eggs don't sit well with me. Let me see. I'm just like, it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna go heat me up some food. Might be some hamburger mac and cheese from the other night. It's literally hamburger with mac and cheese. Fill up my cup again. Running low. This had like sweet tea in it, like watered down sweet tea, and then we were at the store, and I felt so sick last night. I felt my blood sugar drop immediately, and before we even checked out, I grabbed the sweet tea and I had Daniel open it, and I was like drinking it just to feel somewhat okay. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here. This is my, I started to say 75 week, my 7 week, 5 day update, 7 week, 6 day update. If you guys enjoy, I'm still congested. A couple weeks ago, my kid had the flu, but he wasn't like sick to his stomach flu. Then my husband, we think he had the flu, but he wasn't sick to his stomach either. But like his flu test came back negative. So I caught like this like flu, COVID, head cold thing, and then top of being pregnant. So, yay, getting over that. Like I'm not contagious. I'm just getting over like the sinus stuff. It's been better. I've slept for the past 2 nights in bed. Thank God. It's been miserable. Alright, I'm gonna hop off here. I love you guys. I'm thinking maybe next updates will be every Tuesday or Thursday because kids at school, Daniel's at work. I can just talk to you guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye guys. Thanks for tuning in.